Have you ever felt like you think differently from most people? Like you're always analyzing more, feeling more, questioning more, and sometimes it gets exhausting. But what if that isn't a flaw? What if it's actually a sign? Psychology shows that people with a high IQ don't just think more, they process the world in a completely different way. And that changes everything: their behavior, their emotions, even how they connect with others. And here's the most interesting part: many of these signs go completely unnoticed, even by the people who have them. Before we begin, understand this: intelligence isn't about sounding smart. It's not about knowing everything. It's about how your brain connects ideas, interprets reality, and makes sense of the world. And when that process goes deeper, your behavior starts to look different too. So as you watch this, pay attention to how many of these you recognize in yourself. 1. They need time alone. People with a high IQ don't avoid others because they dislike them. They simply function better in silence. Their minds are constantly active, organizing thoughts, simulating scenarios, connecting ideas, and too much external noise interrupts that process. For them, solitude isn't loneliness, it's clarity. It's where their thinking becomes sharper, deeper, more structured. If you've ever felt more like yourself when you're alone, that might not be a coincidence. 2. They question everything. Highly intelligent people rarely accept things at face value, not because they're rebellious, but because they need to understand. There's always a question behind the surface. Why does this work this way? What's really going on here? Their brain naturally searches for patterns, and every answer leads to another question. While most people follow, they investigate. And if you've ever caught yourself asking questions no one else seems to care about, that might say more about your mind than you think. 3. They overthink. Overthinking is often misunderstood. People see it as anxiety, but many times it's depth. A high IQ mind doesn't stop at one possibility. It explores multiple outcomes, different perspectives, hidden consequences. It's like running multiple simulations at once. Yes, it can be mentally exhausting, but it also leads to more refined thinking. From the outside, it may look like hesitation, but internally, it's complex processing. If you've ever replayed conversations in your head, there's a reason for that. 4. They talk to themselves. Talking to yourself might seem strange, but in psychology, it's called self-directed speech, and it serves a powerful purpose. It helps organize thoughts, improve focus, and strengthen memory. When thoughts become words, they become clearer. Many highly intelligent people do this naturally. It's not confusion, it's structure. You might already be doing it without even realizing.
5. They admit, I don't know. One of the strongest signs of intelligence is knowing what you don't know. Highly intelligent people don't feel the need to prove themselves because they understand how complex the world really is. Instead of pretending certainty, they embrace uncertainty. They say, I don't know, and that's exactly what allows them to grow faster. While others defend their knowledge, they expand it. 6. They observe more than they speak. In social situations, highly intelligent people tend to observe first. They analyze tone, body language, behavior patterns before responding. They gather information, they read the room, and then they speak with intention. It's not about being quiet, it's about understanding before reacting. While most people respond quickly, they respond accurately. 7. They change their minds. For many people, changing your mind feels like losing, but for intelligent minds, it's growth. They don't attach their identity to opinions. When new information appears, they update their thinking. This is called cognitive flexibility, and it's one of the clearest signs of advanced intelligence. Very few people truly practice it. 8. They have a different sense of humor. Humor is more complex than it seems. To understand or create it, the brain needs to recognize patterns, break expectations, and connect unrelated ideas. That's why highly intelligent people often have subtle, ironic, or even unusual humor. Not everyone gets it, but that's exactly the point. It operates on a different level of thinking. 9. They think more at night. Many high IQ individuals share something in common. Their minds become more active at night. When everything gets quiet, their thoughts get louder. Ideas begin to flow. Connections start forming. It's like the brain finally has space to function freely, which is why falling asleep isn't always easy. If your mind tends to wake up at night, there might be a deeper reason behind it. 10. They feel like they don't fit in. This is one of the most powerful signs, the feeling of being different, of not fully belonging. But this doesn't mean something is wrong. It often means your perception is different, more analytical, more aware, more reflective, and that naturally creates distance from typical patterns. You're not disconnected, you just see things others don't. So now ask yourself, how many of these did you recognize? Because maybe you were never too much or too different. Maybe you've just been thinking on a different level all along. And in the end, intelligence isn't about knowing more than others. It's about never stopping the search to understand what's beneath the surface of everything. If this video resonated with you, comment below, "I think differently." And if you enjoy content like this, make sure to subscribe, because here you'll start seeing the world in a way most people never do.